Dilly Stingray, Mr. McLeod they call me. Yes, this is me, Stingray Records, the owner, as well as my brother Ray, and I'm the stroke producer, sound engineer for the studio and the record company. The studio idea came from a good friend of mine in Jamaica. His name is Bobby Digital. Even though I loved engineering and loved the fact of being in a studio, but it was when I met up with him through a company I used to work with, and I saw this setup, and he encouraged me very much to have my own, is where the idea really come together. That's Bobby Digital. Rest his soul, he's passed on now.
Yo, this is Junior taking the time to big up Stingray, the man that keep the music live every day. Two angst on your heart, one blow heart, Stingray, one Stingray.
It wasn't built for dub plates, but you see what it is me being good friends with a lot of the artists, and of course it's part of a business because it is music same way. And me coming from a sound era as well, I've got a lot of friends that is still in there up to today, radio and sound, and they're always requesting to want to record these artists, even a lot of them that I do use record for tune purpose, 45, you know, release, final and that. So I ended up giving them that service as another option of service that we do provide here, you know. So it's not just about hiring the studio or just for recording, it's also used for other stuff like dub plates, you know.
Digital, make them know. The money na the ghetto, but the youth them gun a bus. I will supply them with chat because them now put it on for us. Politician don't sell them out and them now know who fi trust. Someone must bite the dust. I see the peacemakers, them warmongers. Who fi make it easy still a blunder. But digital sound can break them down with lightning and thunder. Digital, no answer them. The lion of Judah conquer them. The whole of them brains they full of shit. They not younger them. Billy Wanga them. Now go sponsor them. Out of sea and out of deep. Did you go anchor them again? Now go answer them. The lion of Judah.
There's a lot of artists that I could say, you know, I looked up to, and then, you know, they do end up passing through, or we end up working and doing things. And Freddie McGregor is definitely one. Marcia Griffiths is one. Michael Rose is one. The likes of Morgan Heritage, Sanchez, you know, Buja Banton, you know. So the list gets heavier and heavier as we go along. And even if we haven't worked with them, they have come here for purposes like doing dub plates as well. So it's not just recording. So we do get a lot of the main artists, you know, from Jamaica. When they pass through, they really come and give us a visit, and we try and make it work, you know.
And I took a couple jobs. You make it because it's a big fun. It's a big fun. I will a big fun. It's a big fun. Man, you don't show. You don't show. Nobody take it, they don't show. Sing to that.
You know, I've been doing it a long time, and I built up a lot of relationship with a lot of these main artists, and that's from the early days of my recording from 89, 90, 91. So I'm going back from them times to now where we are. So I mean, you know, visiting Jamaica, especially, you know, I spoke about Bobby Digital, you know, my key brother that. So I mean, anytime I'm in Jamaica, that is my home. He's home, you know.
Silver Star, I beg you put the stereo on. Take out the 45 and play the studio on. Big dubs from Sunday to Sunday. Dusty and Randy never run where. Roots and reality, that in our blood. We love to hear the clarity, the echo and the dub. Music, it's a present, it's a blessing from above. Silver Star already won you. Foundation. Listen to the dubs.
A dub plate is like having your own identity, which a lot of the sound and radio DJs want something with their names called in it by any particular artist that's in the area or here that you know, especially hit songs. They do go for artists that got hit songs. So basically they come along and they give you the information, you know, the artist will be here, they can meet and greet the artists, and they just do the track specifically for that person. And it's just straightforward. We record it and they go away happy, you know, with the recording. That's done.
This is the one and only Big Youth. And you know, anytime I'm passing through, I have to come to Stingray. Yeah? No Lele, no Ray Ray. Cha, 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 wah, wah, wah. God bless the mighty Stingray.
Mainly a lot of artists, when they're here and they're working on stage and thing, you know, you're watching them performing, but you can't touch them or get to them. I mean, you know, up close and personal here in the studio, because we used to have a lot of sounds coming in, and then they're bringing their friends and the kids and, you know, everyone to meet the artist. But we put it under control so it doesn't get too busy. I only could remember one in particular, and that was Gregory Isaacs. We was recording a tune, you know, but he's such a character, so, you know, we laughed about it after. But when you're recording an artist and you don't really understand him so much, you know, you're thinking, oh, what did I do? So I accidentally punched out something we recorded on the track. So I wiped it. And I started to play it back, and then Gregory's saying, you are gonna put in that. Because, so, you know, we started to laugh about it because I really thought he wasn't gonna do it back, you know. But he's that kind of character, you know, he kind of run them kind of joke there, but he runs it in a serious way, like, and I'm thinking, oh my God, he got me sweating now, what am I gonna do? Because I've erased the track and he's not gonna do it, you know, but he ended up doing it in the end, but don't really get that problem much. You know? Yeah.
Yes, and we are the Blackstones. We come from big up
Stingray.
big studio in the UK, global. Stingray. Let
Big
it
up
go.
Delhi.
Sting it out, Ray.
Yeah, and Stingray is what? Stingray is alright.
Rule
Say
the world.
it's alright.
It's alright.
Say it's alright.
It's alright. It's alright. Have a good time, 'cause it's alright. Whoa, it's alright. We gonna move it slow.
What are you gonna do, brother?
When lights are low, when you move it slow, it sounds like you know that it's alright. Whoa, it's alright.
Stingray is alright.
Big time.
You know
Big up.
Stingray.
Big up. Big up.
Everybody's got their own sound. You've got your own voice, I've got my own voice, just like a singer, you know. So I don't know how to say my sound is different, but I do to what I feel, how I feel, you know. So I'm putting my feeling into what's going on, you know. And I feel it's the public more would make the judgment more than I'm saying, oh, I think my bass is a bit heavier, or I feel my reverb is sounding sweeter than this studio. But, you know, I just do it to the best of my ability, and at the end of the day, you know, keep the production going. And I think that part of it is really left for the public. You know, they're the ones that's judging and saying, boy, well, Stingray studio have a bass, that's they like what they hear, you know.
Yeah, Stingray. Yeah, man, we worked for long. I can't count the years, many years ago. But, you know, every time we get together, we just go into the studio and we just make music, because that's what all of us love. And we just sit down and we just create music, make music, and that's the kind of vibe. Love work with Dilly and Ray them. The studio itself, fantastic. One of my favorite studios to work with. So, you don't know, every time we get together, we just make songs and great songs, and we enjoy what we do. And that's how the Stingray family live. So we say Stingray for life.
Technology's taken away a lot of the real elements of real studio. You know, when we done this, it wasn't like a bedroom studio, and, you know, as you can see, the setup, it's properly organized and arranged, you know, the equipment, the sound, everything. So we've gone that far, you know, from 96. I mean, we started this from 96, actually, yeah, putting it together. So I'm just gonna make the most of it. So continue. And I'm still recording, you know, we're still doing our live instruments in here. We still got our singers that come and voicing tunes, and we're still releasing tracks, you know. So there's a lot of production still going on right now with Stingray. Basically, for Stingray, really, it's the love, you know. That's the most greatest thing that has kept Stingray here today, and it's the love for the music. You know, the music love is so huge, and I don't ever want it to stop. But there's an end to everything somewhere along the line, and I wouldn't know where it's gonna stop. So I just want to keep us rising. Hopefully we can still make more hit songs, maybe build 2 big houses up the road there and feel comfortable and relaxed, you know. So bring it as far as possible.